Hey guys, so welcome to my Fear Street book collection video. I finally have all the books that I wanted out of this series, so now I can make this video. So if you did not know, I have quite a few other book collection videos. Here, I'll show them all right now real quick. There's Stephen King, Goosebumps, Point Horror, and also just a horror book video with novelizations and other hidden gems in there. My horror series, Do Not Watch, it's an anthology, so each episode's a different story. I do have a Fear Street episode. It's not based on any book in particular, it's just more of like the atmosphere and the tone of the stories and some sort of, like a homage, and there are some horror tropes that happen within the episode. So I will put that right up here, so if you want to go check that out after the video, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to be showing 2 books at a time because I have quite a few here, and I know you don't want to be here all day because you have my other videos to watch. That was corny. That was really corny. Broken Hearts is a super chiller, and Cheerleader is the First Evil. These are the biggest books that I have because they're the newest. They're not used. They're in beautiful condition. So they're a little bit bigger. Here, I'm just going to show you to compare than the other books that I have. So is Double Date and Party Summer is a super chiller. So super chillers are a little bigger than your average Fear Street book, but the wrong number 1 and 2. And this very much gives me like Scream and When a Stranger Calls vibe, that classic in the house, killer in the house type of vibe. I have not read them, so I could be completely wrong, but a lot of these covers are fucking beautiful, and I think that's why most of them are still popular today, because people love these covers so much. The Stepsister 1 and 2. And all of these books that I've got pretty much are all used. I got them on Amazon. So I got them all for fairly cheap. So just be aware of that, because sometimes some of these can be pretty expensive, depending what condition and who you're buying them from. Haunted and The Overnight. And also, too, some of these characters, will pop up in other stories, which is really cool. And there sometimes will be references to other events, but for the most part, all of them are pretty standalone-ish. There's Lights Out and The Sleepwalker. And like I said before, guys, these covers are just fucking awesome. They're very nostalgic for a lot of people because a lot of people grew up with them, or some people are being introduced. Next we have Missing and The Prom Queen. And Netflix's movies are coming out, which I'm really, really excited for, and hopefully it introduces a new generation to these series. The Best Friend and Halloween Party. The Face and the Cheater, which I read both of these ones. The Cheater was actually the first one I've ever read. I read it back when I was in 6th grade, and I really enjoyed it, and I haven't really seen any of them since, until obviously recently. But The Face was not that good, I'm gonna be honest. But it had a really cool death scene in there. I have The New Boy and Sunburn. Into the Dark and The Mind Reader. The Boy Next Door and College Weekend. They're both purple. But The Fire Game and Ski Weekend. Like, look at this. Like, look at this guy's outfit on The Fire Game. I read the book, it was okay, but his outfit, I love that outfit. And same thing with Ski Weekend. I love their clothes. The Surprise Party and The Secret Bedroom. Which, and there are, a few of these books that have to do with the supernatural, with ghosts, werewolves, and stuff like that, monsters. But for the most part, most of the time, it's a human antagonist, whether it be a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a neighbor, relative, friend. So next here we have The Perfect Date and The Knife, which so far this has been my favorite one. The Perfect Date has been my favorite. I love the ending. It's very, very brutal, very Tales from the Crypt. I loved it so much. We have Bad Moonlight and High Tide, which these are both super chillers. Like I said earlier, they're a little bigger than your average book. So, The Thrill Club and The Dare. Like, Night Games and Runaway. Look, no, I thought she was wearing a leather jacket in Runaway, but nope, just in Night Games she is. I have to say the clothing. I know I said this before, but the clothing is fucking on point. All right, so we have Truth or Dare and Who Killed the Homecoming Queen, which this is probably the worst conditioned book I have. It's in the worst condition, as you can see from the back. I got this with this completely. So this is just a normal piece of paper, and I taped it on. I probably got this for like maybe like 80 cents. So I expected it to be in shitty condition, but I was pretty pissed when I got it. And it has like this library, sticker on the side, which I'm grateful to have it, but just be careful when you get some used books. Just be careful of the condition you get them in. Next here I have The New Year's Party, which I really enjoyed a lot. It's a super chiller. And here I have a collector's edition, which is a step back cover inside with this girl, this vampire. So they do have other collector's editions, like different books binded up. And this has Goodnight Kiss 1 and 2, and then a third book called The Vampire Club. So I'm really excited to that. A trilogy, actually. There were a lot of spin-off series within Fear Street. And this spin-off series here is Fear Park. So I have the first Scream, the loudest Scream, and the last Scream. I have not read these yet, but they obviously take place at an amusement park, which I love anything that has to do with an amusement park. But here's all three of them right there. Look at that. Switched and Bad Dreams, which I read both of them recently. I love anything to do with people switching bodies. I always thought that was a cool horror concept of, so this book was great. And Bad Dreams definitely gives me a Nightmare on Elm Street vibes with the cover. The Dead Lifeguard. Look at that. 99 Fear Street, The House of Evil. We have the first horror, the second horror, and the third horror. Nice little all the same color, that peach color, pink. And look at these covers here. This is very much like the Amityville horror. I read the first one, which was really good and actually really gory. So I cannot wait to read the other two in the series. Final Grade and Dead End. I think the most well-known, and it's Silent Night 1, 2, and 3. Look at that. Alright you guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and like I said, I have other book collection videos if you enjoy that. Alright you guys, peace!